It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Herbert. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for L.A. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability. Not
only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw here, Herbert. Flush to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Now it's Herbert. He's got Njoku over the middle. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
He's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Herbert now. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Play action. It's Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football.
And he's taken down back at his own 7. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's got room to run past the 20. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now It's Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. And it's off the crossbar. Oh, he couldn't even get it there. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. With solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. A group effort there. A bunch of Charger defenders there to make the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Room past the 20. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, there's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Wilson here, pass caught by Carter. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it down to the 32. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They go play action with Wilson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Able to fight through one tackle. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there, with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game. And
touchdown, Chargers. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead will shrink to 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Hollister. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Second down at 5. Now Wilson. That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And now here's a carry heading left. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 138 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now they'll run it on the toss. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Eluding the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone...
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Herbert. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now...
Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Prater for the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
This is swung out to Eckler. Touchdown! Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 221 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Here's Wilson to throw. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that...
He's by himself, Keenan Allen, past the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Prater on to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Jets, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.